Hello, and thank you for tuning in. We are here for the official start of season 4 of our Grace Marie Fitzpatrick subscription.
Welcome to 1760.
This is such an exciting day, and we say that on all of our unboxings because let's be real, they're all very exciting. But this one is particularly exciting because this is the official launch of season 4 of Grace Marie Fitzpatrick subscription box with the virtual doll convention. Season 4, Christopher, we started in 2021.
Yeah.
Before I even had Holland Diane. It's just wild to me, and I love that this is where we are at and where we have evolved over the years.
I can't believe this day is here, actually.
I know.
It's been so much anticipation and so many delightful sneak peeks that we've been able to give you, and so much excitement and nuggets of joy that you've given us in those sort of blips and Easter eggs. And I'm so proud of this project and what being a part of the VDC has become. And I think this is really emblematic of that success. This really is our most incredible project yet, if I can say so.
It really is. And to be here as a business, for us to even have the means to be able to put this stuff into production and to have it, and this has been in production for an entire year.
Yeah.
And it is all here. Almost all of it is here.
Yeah.
And we couldn't have done that unless we were building on all of the years and successes in the past, which is all of our wonderful subscribers. So the reason why we are able to keep changing and evolving and trying new things and doing wonderful things is because of the subscribers. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. But this one was, Christopher knows, I think about a lot of things as a mother and a business owner.
Yeah.
It pulls me in a lot of directions. But when I had put this out that we were going to do this, a lot of people were excited, but several people were not. And you had to talk me off of my ledge a few times of almost thinking of scrapping the entire project.
Oh yeah, very nearly didn't happen. And
I'm so glad I didn't.
Yeah, I'm thrilled that we can see it sort of, come to life. It's very exciting and very fun and very challenging to find out what feels authentic to the brand and constantly recalibrating with that metric, and what at the same time feels new and inventive and fresh and interesting.
Yeah.
And what keeps Grace alive and what keeps your excitement alive. And I don't know, I could babble about it forever, but
we're going to. There's no time limit on this video. And this one feels different too because we're both in it right now.
Yes, hello.
I wanted us to both to be bringing this to the forefront and introducing it because we have both been at the helm of this since the inception. This is the first one, Christopher, I guess besides the Wild subscription too, that you were there. Because when you started here, we were halfway through our Grace seasons. And then the Elegance subscription, this one I feel like is the one that just we have really been a part of for pretty much every step of the way.
Right. I think we say it all the time, but production is a very lengthy process. It takes a lot of time. And so when I started, there were pieces that had already been produced for the remainder of that stretch of time or that season for Grace. And I was very excited to sort of begin what my job has sort of evolved into with that inventory. Starting Elowen was a really fun project, and now seeing how I was able to be a part of the end of season 3 in lots of ways, but this is sort of the first thing that I've been able to be as hands-on as I've been with you, and it's incredibly exciting, and learning so much about how the industry works and how to well lubricate that machine is it's very interesting, and it's a great challenge. But anyway, the
dress
is
it is just,
I'm very proud of this.
This is one of the ones, there's truly not, and I am not tooting our own horn here, but I guess I am.
Well.
There is not one outfit in this season that isn't just beyond.
Oh, truly. Truly,
Beyond.
truly. And the craftsmanship is
Ruby Red Galleria.
Consistently marvelous from Ruby Red Galleria. And thank you, Ruby Red. A little moment of praise, a shout out to
Truly.
them. Because
Yeah.
this whole lineup is Ruby. And
It is.
Everything is so artfully crafted. The production is just beautiful. And the fabrics are beautiful. And the fit is beautiful. And the way that we hope to integrate fantasy and the joy of of doll collecting and the joy of fashion in with these pieces. Like, I can only hope that this is as successful as I am excited about it.
As it is in our heads.
Yeah, right.
Because in our heads, this is very successful.
Yeah.
But it does blend what we love as doll collectors and as fashion aficionados. There's a lot of people on our subscriptions that have one doll and they're there for the fashion.
Sure.
And now you're getting the fashion and the history.
Yeah.
And just a beautiful, looking at something beautiful. So your first box is Lady Grace of 1740. And let's talk about the box. So Christopher and I both have different versions. So the boxes, by the way, at the time this is airing, they are going to be at our store any minute, but we are not going to begin shipping right away because the boxes, they're in America, but they still have to get to our shop.
They're en route.
They're en route, which is good. They made it to shore, but we order thousands of boxes at a time. And so when they get here, we'll keep you updated, but the boxes are wonderful. So let's talk about the outside now. This was your idea. You talk about that.
Well, I think the shape of a subscription box really lends itself to the imaginative play of a book. I think it's the same proportions and dimensions generally as a book. And we were doing a lot of thinking about, like, how does Grace access this incredible archive of fashion? How does it make sense for her character? And, like, what has she done in the past that would, sort of canonically make sense with a journey through time?
Right.
And I was really hoping that we could play with the fantasy of time travel, but in a way that felt sort of believable and whimsical and sort of timeless. And so over, several weeks of brainstorming and revisiting and circling back and whatever, we sort of landed on a magical book. And so I thought, why not have the box be her story, be a journey through time? And so inside you have two different variations of boxes, and you've got some portraits with her in one, and you've got a beautiful sort of cabinet in the other. And inside is a really sweet story for you to enjoy, just a memento for you to sit and read and appreciate. And then as you fold up the box, you see that you have the spine of the book, and then the other three sides are the pages. So you can sort of open it up, and if you wanted to, you could keep them on a bookshelf,
You absolutely could.
Just
We
as,
actually
like,
have them on the little bookshelf over there. It might be hard to see, but
Yeah.
I think first of all, our box designer did a wonderful job. This is what we envisioned. We wanted an antique book that was entitled A Journey Through Time, and for it to look like a book. That was such a great idea, Christopher. I love these books. I think they look so good. My favorite one is probably this one that has the antique cabinet on the inside. It's
I do love that one.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, it's pretty. The covers vary a little bit, but they're variations of the same thing. And I think it's fun. So hopefully then each time you get your happy little pink package on your porch, you can open up a new literal story with Grace each month and discover a beautiful sort of historical revisiting of, beautiful fashion of yesteryear, and doing it in a way that still feels like, I've said this a couple times now, but I think for a lot of antique collectors, what you appreciate about them, you also have to be very, gingerly with them. They're very delicate, and they're rare, and they're expensive, and sometimes you feel this great responsibility to not really enjoy them to their fullness because you feel like you can't. And with modern dolls and with modern fashions, they're constructed in a way that you can really open them and play with them and appreciate them. And I hope that this scratches the itch of both of those things, that if you enjoy modern fashion dolls and antique dolls, this allows you to sort of blur the lines between them and really play with antique fashions.
Totally. It is perfect for our shop too, because our shop is mainly antique dolls.
Yeah.
For the most part, when you come in here, you can see. And my history is with antique dolls, and I didn't know anything about modern dolls truly until I started with Helen Kish and Robert Tonner, and that changed my life, and it changed a lot of your lives because we went on this journey together. So now we are starting this journey, and it's going to be wonderful. So thank you to everybody who subscribed, and if you didn't make it on, thank you so much for trying. As a business, we can only create a certain amount. We can only afford to create a certain amount, and if we overproduce and then under subscribe and have issues like that, so it's a tightrope. I have learned so much over the last couple of years of, I have overproduced, I have underproduced. I try to make it so it's like right there, but we're trying our best.
Being a small business is no small feat. It's hard.
There's not a lot of breathing room.
I'm so excited to be on what feels like this very energetic. An object in motion stays in motion sort of thing. It's a train that's moving very quickly, even at a very small scale. So please do not fret. We so deeply see you and appreciate you for, wanting to subscribe. And
yes, thank you.
And we always will offer boutique pieces that can either be worn in conjunction with or things that complement whatever's in a subscription. You can still get your doll collecting itch scratched through many other avenues that we can help to offer you. And as we begin to, grow slowly, we can sort of recalibrate over time if there's more.
We have to grow slowly because I've learned about what trying to grow too fast does, and that's not good either. So it's a tightrope. But here we are. So let's talk about what comes inside the box, and also your wonderful pattern of the month made by Tamara Casey. Your box of the month every month is going to arrive with your wonderful fashion, which is the center stage of your entire box. So the thing that separates our subscription boxes this month from this season from other seasons is in the past we would include a lot of some months a lot of different things to add to the box, and so you'd be opening and digging through and opening up all these different things.
Worms, dirt.
Honestly, one of my favorite boxes was how we opened season 3 with the backyard fun.
That was really
with the worms and the vegetables and the dirt. There's not going to be any worms in this box, no dirt, but that was so fun.
We're sort of switching gears.
That was one of my favorite boxes, and I know that took a lot of you by surprise. But the production cost, I'm going to be honest, and you can probably tell, is more expensive on these outfits. So every single month you are receiving the outfit. That is what is coming in the box, and each month the outfit is valued at least $100 to $125 for the outfit. So the box is going to come with some wonderful things that our resident artist Diana Vining has created and will create for every month, but that's it. There's not a bunch of trinkets and other things that are in there. And I don't think you're gonna mind, because when you're getting an outfit like this, it's like, who cares?
Right. It's on a doll, it's so commanding. I don't think you're going to miss the worms at all.
Yeah, you're not going to miss the worms. So every month you're going to get your beautiful box, your beautiful tissue paper, and your outfit. So the outfit of the month right here is our Lady Grace of 1740. And honestly, it comes with this beautiful crinoline.
It's a cloud.
Which in itself could be the additional accessory that it would normally include. That's why it's just the outfit, because the outfits this season come with gloves. They come with hats. They come with crinolines. They come with more pieces.
It's not just a garment. You're getting the whole outfit.
Right.
So your accessories are sort of included,
Included in the outfit.
Yeah.
I didn't want to increase the price on this because a lot of you, thank you so much, are on our other 2 subscriptions. You're on 3 subscriptions. You're sending us a lot of money every month. Thank you so much. We know you are making sacrifices in order to do this, and we very much appreciate it. As a business owner, I should have increased my price, but I didn't want to. I wanted to try this and see how we do, and we will have add-ons and all kinds of wonderful things that does help. But this, Christopher pressed a lot of these outfits, but they do look wonderful out of box. So when you open your box, this is what it looks like. It's huge. Christopher, what is it like? What is it like?
A dream.
Yeah, truly dressing this doll.
It really is. It's so wonderfully fitted, and the back actually has a corseted waist, so you can it comes already cinched and tied. You don't have to worry about that unless it's, come undone in shipping, but it's already laced anyway, so you can, not fret. It fits so beautifully. I will say the fabric is this beautiful. It's got this great, almost glossy sheen in the brocade. The blue is just remarkable. And it's a really nice, heavy, dense, coarse, luxurious fabric. With that, my favorite broken record thing to say is break out your irons, do some ironing, do some pressing. I did sit for an entire day and ironed out 8 dresses, and I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. That's perhaps just me. Fresh out of box, it's beautiful. The way that fabric is depicted in royal portraits, for example, is really, that's for me as a, fashion nerd, almost the focal point of the painting. You could, do art history assessments and really open that can of worms, but I really enjoy depictions of beautiful fabric in paintings, and this is one of the things that really transports me there. And I think what may even, drive that all the way home is taking a little bit of time and giving it a press. It's breathtaking, and it does have some great movement. I say that it's coarse, but it's not stiff. It's lovely. And the crinoline underneath already has such sizable volume that you don't need to do anything to
No,
that.
it does look beautiful out of box.
It's beautiful.
It really does.
And actually, I didn't do anything to the top. The top of the dress, I just took right out of the box.
It looks great. It looks so beautiful. So that's the forefront. Now, when you receive your box, you are going to receive some wonderful artwork and a story that was written by the VDC team. So Diana Vining has done a wonderful job. She has just felt so inspired and excited about this. So thank you so much, Diana Vining, for all of your hard work.
Thank you.
She is here with us. She has been working very, very, very hard. But so let's chat about our paper doll of the month. Christopher, why don't you show that to our wonderful friends?
It's delightful. So this depicts Grace in a marvelous hairdo. I will not say anything about hairdos at this time. I will not confirm or deny anything about hairdos at this time.
We're working on it.
We're working on hairdos. But we've got some beautiful historical undergarments, and then the depiction of the gown here, which is really gorgeous. Diana did a great job of capturing the appearance of light in the fabric, so it looks really dimensional. And she comes with her own Journey Through Time book, which actually there is another bit if you wanted to make your own miniature books. They're a nice size for Grace. They feel really, big and magical. They're pretty, and I think this, if you have multiple opportunities to lean into the sort of imaginative play of transporting yourself physically, and the story talks about it and how it feels to her and like what she's experiencing and the sort of experience of time travel maybe, and then also being authentically in that moment in 1740.
Absolutely.
This I think is
it's very immersive.
Transportive.
So you did a wonderful job, Diana. And then this is a large version. You're going to get a 5x7 nice card where you can make a version for Grace of her magical book. And when she opens her magical book, it is depicted right here that Diana Vining did, her wonderful illustrations. Again, so cute. There's Grace being transported. I think right now she's in 1740 and she's going back. But our story is really, really fun. It was written by the VDC team as a collaborative effort. We went through the story multiple times.
Yeah.
Many iterations where I had presented Christopher with the story, and then we thought, and do this and that. So we redid the story a lot. So the first story is actually quite long, but it's good though.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's a teeny tiny little novella.
It's on 2 pages.
Yeah.
It's on 2 pages. So yes, it is a teeny tiny novella, but it really brings it back. And so the first box is chapter 1, Lady Grace of 1760. Oh, 1760, not 1740, but circas you can kind of give or take a little bit. The official is 1760. I looked up paintings from around the 1760s period, and they were the aristocrat women were dressed like this.
Yeah.
It was so fun. But in the story, Grace finds her magical book, A Journey Through Time, and she goes back in time, and she experiences an entire day of being Lady Grace of 1760. The story is so fun. So you're going to receive the story inside your box. And also inside your box, you are going to receive the illustrations that Diana Vining did of Grace experiencing her day in 1760. So she just looks so beautiful, and she completely brought it to life.
I know.
And so you are going to receive that inside your box as well. So it's the paper doll, the story, the illustrations, you have a craft card, and then we also have a sticker that has Grace in her outfit that are being printed right now. And I think it's going to be so much fun to open and to experience. But
imagine time travel.
I know.
And you get to do it with Grace.
And have the outfit.
Yeah.
It's just,
you get to go together. It's I could talk just about the dress forever, but I think what I really enjoy about this is how much it prompts you to really put yourself mentally in that place. And I think very effectively. It's a beautiful collection. Some of you, luckily, have already gotten an in-person glimpse at what's coming. So thank you for your excitement and keeping a secret.
Yes, to everyone that came to Tonerfest in Denver, we had the full display of these on display, and so you were able to see all of them.
Yeah.
And we asked you not to post them on social media. We posted one picture that showed about half the series.
Yeah.
So people could really understand what they are receiving, but there's definitely some surprises. One thing that we are so excited about is our pattern of the month.
Yes.
From Tamara Casey.
Yes.
What did you think when you saw her pattern, the Hostess, this month?
Tamara blows me away every time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mean to sound too, diplomatic, but Tamara is so deeply talented and genuinely, actually, truly knocks it out of the park every time. So let's hear more what she has to say about it.
Come on in, Tamara, and talk about your new pattern of the month called the Hostess.
I have to say, I am beyond thrilled to be here with you for the 4th season of the Club Grace subscription. Rachel and her team have put together an amazing array of gorgeous outfits for this season, and I know they won't disappoint. Rachel and I discussed the possibility that season 4 might be the perfect opportunity to bring to life some of the patterns and fashions that I personally would love to see on Grace. To kick off the subscription and just in time for the holidays, I present to you the Hostess. As you can see, the Hostess pattern includes a nicely fitted angular bodice with an attached sleeve and an optional detached sleeve and large shoulder bow with a cascading train. To complete the look is a pair of slim-fitting pants tapered to the ankle. This pattern is fully lined with a snap closure at the back. I hope you find the Hostess pattern to be the perfect addition to the upcoming holidays. I look forward to what season 4 of the Club Grace subscription has in store, and I can't wait to see what you make.
Thank you so much, Tamara. The Hostess is so beautiful. It's the perfect way to usher in the holidays.
Totally. And it's actually, you could make this in any color, but I think her selection of green is perfectly timed for the release of the Wicked movie. So if you want to go be, bring Grace, perhaps in, 2 Graces, one in her Lady Grace and one in her Hostess set, you could. Tamara, it's really beautiful. Thank you so much.
So beautiful. Thank you so much. This is really, again, the subscription boxes there's so much of a collaborative effort of our entire team. Mm-hmm. Our wonderful Dee has also made a lot of graphics and done a lot of the editing of the photos and everything for this subscription. Our editor, Omar, doing all of the video editing. Thanks. Our entire team here doing so much. And I love that. I love that for us and all of our wonderful buyers of these boxes. So it really does touch people across the globe, and a lot of our subscribers are also global. So every month, don't fret. We are working on it very hard, but it does take time. We are going to add some wonderful things as add-ons and as it evolves with jewelry and hair and shoes. But just to get the core outfits off the ground was a big feat for us. Yeah. It was financially, physically, emotionally, mentally, truly it was so much, and there was hardly any capacity to think about other things.
We have a really secure baseline to start with. We're offering 3 pairs of shoes, and we also have restocked a very appropriate selection of wigs with Cinderella.
Yes, the Cinderella wig's perfect for this.
Yeah, we've got the blonde and the brunette back in stock. I think it's a great silhouette, and even your rooted Graces are really nice options for a gown like this. I think the sort of cascading loose curls are really romantic. It feels a little bit like a room with a view. It's very pretty to me.
Yes.
But we will be getting we're working on wigs.
But truly, our mental capacity, we could do this, and we could do it well. But now that we're over that and we can focus on more, we're going to be expanding.
Yeah.
But we did restock these wonderful wigs. If you did not get the Cinderella wig, it's a must.
Yeah.
You need one of these wigs, if not in both colors, because it truly will carry you through the entire season. That wig goes with every one of our outfits.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And that's sort of the idea behind jewelry and shoes as well, is that not the entire collection, but a large bit of it is from a sort of a large, a similar time period. And so we are excited to release some shoe options now.
Right.
By the time this airs, we actually might have another shoe option.
We might. The brown boots.
That boot might come in. So there will be things you can use for many outfits. I would say if you're curious about any of them and you fear that, selling out is a possibility, I would grab whatever you instinctively really like best at the top of the subscription, and then trust that you can wear that shoe for 3 or 4 or 5 dresses.
Right.
And same with jewelry and same with hair. So we have these boots that are really lovely.
Our first pair of boots, these go with practically everything. They are a black and white. We also have more black and white boots in production. We're going to put the photo on the screen of these so you can see them a little bit better. They have zippers. They are really easy to put on.
They have fabulous zippers. They're very easy to put on. They take a cinch. That's one of the things that makes my job most time consuming and cumbersome usually is applying or taking off shoes. And that was actually the fastest part of assembling this set. The shoes just zip right on.
Yeah, we like that.
Yep.
And then we have 2 other styles of boots.
Yes, we do. So these are a beautiful Victorian style boot. Again, we'll show pictures here. These lace practically, these are the sun zippers, but they are really beautiful and they're really soft. So you don't have to worry about, damaging a shoe or struggling with putting one on when they are so pliable. We have them in a beautiful all consistent black with a faux leather and suede. And then there's a full faux leather with a beautiful cork heel in white. Both lace, they're the same sort of style and silhouette and pattern. They're really, really pretty. So for just about any historically accurate, activities or hobbies you might be embarking on with Grace, she will have the footwear prepared to do them. And there are more coming, so.
We do. We have high heels, we have more boots, we have shoes. There's several in production.
Yeah.
And then period wigs are tricky. So we're working on that, but because we don't want to get anything ugly. Right? That's part of it, because a lot of those styles are just, it doesn't translate into a wig.
A lot of what I have learned in my job over the last almost 3 years is how difficult some things are to translate to a miniature scale, and at what point that project is unlikely, and if it needs an alteration, figuring out how to do that, or if you need to sort of go back to square one and figure out what is an alternative option altogether, what is a different route we can take. And a lot of historic hairdos, even on people, I think can, when clumsily done, resemble a rat's nest, and I don't want that for Grace.
And we don't want to buy 150, 200 wigs that just, where you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
And so that's part of it.
Yeah.
That's part of it. This Cinderella wig did go through several iterations. Yes, to get perfect. So it's tough, but we do
just
have...
know that we care. We try
care.
over and over again for it to get really good for you.
We do have another crowd favorite, though.
Yes, we have a restock of the...
We did get this wonderful red wig.
So if you wanted to lean into sort of cascading romantic curls, it's not exactly a period wig, but it is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites for Grace. It's got great volume, great bounce. It's just really pretty, and the color is beautiful. I really, really like this on. The basic with those green eyes is just delightful. And I don't know, I thought gold was a nice, celebratory.
Oh, it's fabulous. I love that wig.
Full circle with a dress from season 1. I don't know.
New Year's Eve, that was a New Year's dress.
Yeah, it's a fun little, I don't know, sort of a time capsule. You can sort of scrapbook your own experience through Grace, with Grace through,
Truly, and she starts, when Grace, in her story, she starts in the present. So the whole time during this next year of outfits that we are going to experience together, she is still a modern girl that is taking her journey back through time.
Yes.
So it will fit the story if she has her modern hair.
Yeah.
But this, just the wigged, the rooted curly hair is perfect. So I hope for your sake you have a rooted doll. We are, yes, next year we will have more Grace dolls. We don't know when. More Grace, more Anne, more Elowen, more Nima,
and maybe even a surprise or
Gwendolyn, Z, and surprises. Robert Tonner's, like I said, whatever he wants to shoot out of his cannon to his retailer over here, we'll take. So we're very excited about that. But this is exciting. Now, again, we're not going to be shipping right away because we have to get those boxes, but we're going to ship them soon.
Yeah.
Christopher, our Christmas dress for Grace. I
know. It's so hard to I think we're starting with one of my favorites, which I'm thrilled by. I hope that everyone loves it as much as I do. It's very difficult to pick a favorite because the Christmas outfit is really phenomenal. That's another one that went through several iterations and refining, processes. But there are some real standouts. I can't say anything, but I think December is phenomenal. I can think of an outfit a couple months away from December that I will not disclose that I really like. Sometime in the future, you might find another one. They're incredible outfits.
It's so fun. And that's the thing that I feel so good about with our entire team is we are leading you down a path that you're going to be so grateful you went down with us. All 3 of our subscriptions, we obsess over, okay? We think about and obsess and refine and redo and talk about for months on end, and it is worth it because we know how important this is for you and for us, and we really want it to be something wonderful. So this is groundbreaking. Thank you so much for being a part of it. To everybody involved, Tamara, Diana, Dee, all of our team, Paul who's filming, everybody. We even have Michael here on Tuesdays who keeps our shop very clean. So thank you to the entire team.
Yeah.
Christopher, thank you for all of your hard work. It's fun to just be focusing right now on our subscriptions, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Especially now that we have 3 going at once. It's going to be it's new uncharted territory to figure out how to execute that really in sort of a logistical way. But I'm excited to be there's sort of a mode in my brain that is creatively engaged and very active, and I'm just excited to work all of that juice out all at once for the next year. It's very inspiring, and this job is unlike anything I've ever been able to have, and I'm deeply grateful. I know it's sort of a meme now, but I'm very grateful for my job, and getting to do something like this is so magical, and I hope that the magic translates.
Thank you so much. I feel the exact same. Every day that I walk in here and see that this is my job, I thank our mother every day, and I truly never get over it. I really don't. Even on my most tired days of being a mother and a business owner and all of the things, I am so thankful that this is our career, that this is what we get to do. When people say it looks like a magical shop, it looks like a story, it looks like it is. It truly is, and it feels like that. And the only reason why we were able to do that is because of your love and your grace and your spending your hard-earned money with us. So thank you very, very, very much. And congratulations. Away we go on season 4.
I'm so excited.
A journey through time.
Let's time travel.
Books, yes, let's time travel. We're taking a journey through time together, and we are doing it together. So just remember, dolls are for everybody, and we appreciate you being here, whether you're buying any of this stuff or not. We appreciate you being a part of our journey.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching and being a part of it. So we'll see you very, very soon, and away we go.
Enjoy 1760.
1760.
Bye.
Bye.